refreshing. It's really fun to watch someone as talented as our writers. We had 2 writers on it. It's really fun to watch them do their work. You know what the coolest thing, and I think the thing I took away the most from the movie is like people know what the they're doing. Like letting people do their job and not trying to because as a stand-up you micromanage everything. You're writer, producer, actor, director. You do everything. I get my own beer from the fridge. Like I do everything. And so getting on that movie set and watching just assassins kill it was awesome. It was inspiring. No, I don't know. I've never played anything other than me. This is my only thing I've ever done. But I'll tell you what was crazy is that accidentally, and probably for the best, a lot of the things that the character Bert is going through, which we wrote in a script, was mirroring my real life. Insanely enough. Like they were mirroring, yeah. My oldest daughter, Georgia, was going through stuff in her life and I was not being the best parent and I was doing things. It's so funny, the scene that we have with Jess Gabor, who plays my daughter, where she starts crying and the thing I think I go, don't do that. I do that. It was a natural, I didn't know she was gonna be crying. And so when she turned around crying, it caught me off guard and then I started crying. Because I was really, like Jess and Georgia are friends. They went to like dinner and lunch together before the movie. So like I had this insane there's a big speech in the movie where I'm like sometimes I don't know who I am anymore. That's just me being very real. And so all this is mirroring my real life. So it was at times it was emotionally tasking, going like, shit, am I in therapy right now? I was very involved in the rewriting, like the day of, week of, 2 weeks out, like when we sat down with the script and whenever we're just nailing it down, there were times where I was like, this scene could be harder. Like I want it to go harder. I want it to be like a little like this. And then there was a couple motifs that we, in going through the script, me and the director, Peter, just kind of sprinkled throughout. Like the identity crisis I consistently going through. It's so funny, I talked with Kevin Smith the other day. He went to rehab to deal with that identity crisis. It's a real thing that like a lot of us people who are out in the public and, you kind of gray the line of who am I on stage and who am I off stage. It's a real thing. So we would go through and rewrite scenes that we thought needed a little punching up while we were in Serbia. But for the most part, those writers killed it. They did a great job. Yeah, I was a huge Star Wars fan. And Luke was my guy. He was my guy. Well, I remember when my cousin Jenny told me that Darth Vader was his dad, I lost my mind. I was like, don't you dare say that. That would never be true. He was awesome, very generous, fun. Love that dude, love his family. They were out there with us too.